Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School, and welcome to Dr. Boyce TV, the home for intelligent black people. It looks like there's an interesting story about Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba is accused of groping a woman, inappropriately touching her at a club in New York City. I'm reading here that Gooding, who is now 51 years old, much older than he was when he did Boys in the Hood, he was at the Magic Hour rooftop bar and lounge in Midtown Manhattan around 9 p.m. When the alleged incident occurred. A 30-year-old woman claimed that Gooding, who she described as highly intoxicated, grabbed her breast as they were talking at the club. She told investigators they got into an argument and security got involved. She called 911 around 1 a.m. Police were unable to find Gooding when they searched the area for him. So, according to this report, it looks like they're claiming he dipped out and ran off when the stuff went down or when the police came along. Now, social media posts show Gooding at the hotspot inside the Moxie Hotel Times Square in a torn button-down shirt and belting out a spirited rendition of Journey's song "Faithfully" into a microphone. A spy told us Gooding appeared happy as he chatted up with other club goers. He filmed a video message for one fan in Portuguese before sitting down with some pals. This is according to Page Six. He sang with everybody. They said that he boozed. He boozed it up in sand without a shirt on a Miami party circuit in 2016 when a witness said he was beyond frisky with girls. Gooding was also seen as pulling his pants down at another party and shoved a partygoer's phone in his mouth. He's like Jekyll and Hyde. He goes from being super friendly to super aggressive. Gooding, who starred as O.J. Simpson in People vs. O.J. Simpson, was married to Sarah Kapfer before they divorced in 2014. All right. So anyway, that's the deal, right? So you kind of know the big picture. I'm gonna give you some thoughts on this. First and foremost, I'm not here to cape for Cuba Gooding Jr. I don't consider him. He's kind of one of those guys. He ain't really he ain't really out here trying to be black like that. I've never seen his wife, Sarah Kapfer, but I'm willing to bet you that he did marry a black woman. Let me see here. Let me look up Sarah Kapfer. Let's see. Is she? Yeah, she's looking like Snow White up in his mug. No disrespect, but every picture Cuba Gooding takes is with a woman who's not black. Let me just say that. And it's fine, but one thing I can say is that growing up as a black man, I was taught very early, that when you run around here thinking that you white, you get your, as Paul Mooney used to call it, your nigga wake up call. Y'all remember that with Paul Mooney? And so it looks like Cuba might be getting his wake up call because now they're starting to label him in a predatory fashion. He's going to be seen, I believe, to be as bad as a rapist, even though we know a breast grab is not the same as raping someone, but it doesn't matter. They're going to treat it the same way. He might actually go down like an O.J. Simpson. I think that they're going to label him in a way that is going to be real problematic for his career. And if he did it, then and there's a punishment attached to it. That's fine. But I think that it is interesting that touching a white woman is not seen. It's seen as being far worse than even killing a black man. And so ultimately, there's that fundamental question that is politically incorrect to ask, which is, if a man, which is never acceptable, if a man does touch a woman's butt or her breast, like Bill Cosby was accused of doing, is that really a 10-year prison sentence? Should that be a 10-year prison sentence? There's no part of my body anybody could touch that I would feel comfortable saying they should get 10 years in prison because they touched my body. Like if somebody grabs me or grabs my booty or grabs my penis, like I'm not going to feel comfortable even allowing them to go to prison for 10 years. I might say, hey, they got to pay me some money or, maybe a few $1,000s or maybe they got to do, a night in jail. But I think even 6 months in jail would make me feel guilty if somebody was going to give a woman that much time for touching my body part. So I think that you have to ask that question on the other side. Why is it that if any man touches a white woman, in a certain way, there are people that believe that he should get many, many years in prison. One last example I'll give you, then I got to run. And again, these are politically incorrect conversations that are designed for people who have an open mind, intelligent black people. If you're not intelligent, then you're not going to get this. But the other thing, not that you have to agree. You can be intelligent and disagree. But you know, if you just think that what I'm saying is crazy and outlandish, that's probably because you've been sort of socialized to society's norms instead of actually being socialized to what's fair and what's right. But one final example I'll give you in terms of white female privilege in America is if you look at the Central Park Five, right? Central Park Five, five brothers, all got falsely accused, went to prison for over a decade, went through hell, maybe even got raped many, many times because that's what happens in prison. We know that happens. Definitely, you get beat up in prison, beat up, stabbed, you know, traumatized, all kinds of hell, like living in hell for over a decade for something you did not do. These five men got $41 million to split amongst themselves, right? Well, you know, Erin Andrews, who was a white female news reporter, blonde hair lady, she was secretly recorded in a hotel without her clothes on. Do you know how much money she got for being filmed naked against her permission? $55 million. So here these five black men who went to prison over a decade, went through all kinds of trauma and hell. Probably someone probably got raped. That's probably why someone can't forgive what happened. Um, they have 41 million to split amongst five people, so about 8 million apiece. Which still, you know, that's a lot of money. But how much? I mean, but there's never enough money for what they went through. Erin Andrews by herself got 55 million as a white woman because somebody filmed her naked. Now, as a black man, if somebody filmed me naked, I don't think I could get $55 million. Why is it that a white female can get $55 million for something like that, but a black male can't? I personally think 55 million is too much for anybody getting filmed. If you get filmed naked, and, I mean, 55 million, really? Seriously? Really? Seriously? You know, and so anybody who has an issue with me even bringing that issue up, I have an issue with you for believing that there should be that much white female privilege that the rest of us end up getting thrown into the sewer of society. That's my perception. So circling back around, going back to Cuba Gooding Jr., his ass gonna pay. They're gonna get his ass. You know, he's out here doing his damn thing, and you know he's doing the whole like I'm not black, I'm OJ nonsense. Okay, good luck, brother. They gonna get you. But I will say in his defense though that evidence matters. So if there is no evidence, then I don't think you can convict people with no evidence. You know, you got the situation with Albert Wilson, the brother in Kansas City who got 12 years from a girl that he kissed, who was drunk and all over him and wanted to have sex with him. He told her no. She gets pissed, screams rape. Next thing you know, he's going to prison. They have no evidence on him. Free Albert Wilson. That's the hashtag. Go check that out. That's what black men are going through in this country. So if you think that Jim Crow is over, no, Jim Crow is alive and well. The reason Jim Crow is alive and well right now is because a lot of y'all think he don't exist. So I'm out of here, guys. Have a good day. Hit the thumbs up button. Please make sure you subscribe. If you want a free e-copy of my book, It Takes a Village to Raise the Bar, please go to drboycewatkins.net. That's drboycewatkins.net. See you soon. Be good. Peace.